Hello everyone, this is Refresh, and I'm here to bring you a battle between two M19 sealed decks versus the Defeat a God challenge deck from Journey to Nyx. The two decks are going to be a Boros deck in red and a Selesnya deck in green, and we're going to be using the Harvester hero card, which lets us tap to draw a card, then discard a card. The Vanquisher, your starting hand is increased by 1, your maximum hand size is increased by 1, and the Explorer, you may play an additional land card in each of your turns. For the first game, we're going to be playing on normal difficulty versus 3 Rollicking Throngs. We'll go ahead and draw up to 8 and see how it goes. Boros draws a Goblin Instigator, Sky Scanner, Trumpet Blast, Angel of the Dawn, Viashino Pyromancer, Plains, Siege Breaker Giant, and Pegasus Courser. This is not enough land, so we'll go ahead and ship this hand and then try again. Because this is multiplayer, we're going to be drawing back up to 8. We have a Mountain, Herald of Faith, Goblin Motivator, Plains, Siege Breaker Giant, Mountain, and Plains. That's enough to keep. Selesnya has a Leonin War Leader, Thornhide Wolves, Forest, Take Vengeance, Druid of the Cowl, Hieromancer's Cage, Plains, and Remorseful Cleric. It's not great, but I think we can keep this as well. We'll go ahead and begin our very first turn with a Mountains and a Plains. We'll tap the Mountain and play the Goblin Motivator. We'll play a Forest and a Plains. We'll tap them both, and we will play the Druid of the Cowl. Then we're going to pass the turn to Xenagos. Xenagos is going to play the top 2 cards, the first one being an Ecstatic Piper. When Ecstatic Piper enters the battlefield, Xenagos is sent to attacks this turn if able. And another Ecstatic Piper, so there's 2 Ecstatic Pipers on the battlefield. The Xenagos Ascended is going to attack. We're going to take 6 and go down to 14. And then at the end of the turn, we're going to use a Harvester. Boros draws a Daybreak Chaplain. We'll discard the Daybreak Chaplain. Selesnya draws a Forest. We'll discard the Remorseful Cleric. And then we're going to untap. We'll draw. Boros draws a Bargard Brute. Selesnya draws a Plains. We'll go ahead and play the Forest and the Plains. A Plains and a Mountain. And then we're going to play the Bargard Brute. We're gonna play the Leonin War Leader. And then what we're going to do is we're going to give the Leonin War Leader haste, and we're going to attack with the Leonin War Leader. It's going to create 2 cats. The War Leader is going to smash into an Ecstatic Piper, and the cats are going to smash into the Ecstatic Piper as well, killing both the Ecstatic Pipers, getting us 2 life from the cats, as well as 4 life from each Ecstatic Piper, giving us 10 life, taking us up to 24. And then that is the end of our turn. We're going to pass the turn back to Xenagos. Xenagos untaps, Xenagos draws, Xenagos plays Impulsive Return. Return 2 cards named Ecstatic Piper from Xenagos' graveyard to the battlefield at the beginning of combat. This turn, Impulsive Return deals damage to each player equal to the number of revelers on the battlefield. So there are 2 Ecstatic Pipers returned to the battlefield. When they return to the battlefield, Xenagos Ascend is going to attack. We're going to be taking 5 damage at least. With another Ecstatic Piper, we're going to be taking 6 damage per player. So that's 12 damage, and then Xenagos is going to attack. So the 12 damage hits us down to 12. We're going to be attacked by Xenagos. Xenagos will attack us. We're going to take another 6 to go to 6. And then we're going to end the turn. We're going to use the Harvester. Boros draws a Mountain. Selesnya draws a Gargoyle Sentinel. We will discard Take Vengeance. We will discard the Mountain. We're going to untap. We'll draw. Boros draws an Angel of the Dawn. Selesnya draws a Sky Scanner. We'll play the Mountain. We will cast Herald of the Faith. We will give it haste with a Goblin Motivator. We'll also cast a Thornhide Wolves. We're going to attack with the Leonin War Leader, the Herald of Faith. The Bargard Brute is going to attack into a Rollicking Throng. We're going to get 2 cats, and the cats will also attack an Ecstatic Piper. This will kill all 3 Ecstatic Pipers. We're going to get 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2, plus 2, 16 life from that exchange, taking us up to 22. The cats will die. The Rollicking Throng dies. And then we are out, so we will pass the turn to Xenagos. Xenagos untaps. Xenagos draws and plays the top 2 cards, the first one being Impulsive Charge. At the beginning of combat this turn, all revelers gain haste until end of turn and attack this combat if able. And we will also get an Ecstatic Piper. Ecstatic Piper just entered the battlefield, so we're going to be attacked by both Rollicking Throngs, Xenagos, and the Ecstatic Piper. The Thorn-Eyed Wolves will block. The Ecstatic Piper will take 8 damage from the rest, but we're going to get 4 life back, so we only take 4 net damage, taking us down to 18. And then we'll use the Harvester. We'll also draw a Tormenting Voice and discard the Tormenting Voice. Selesnya will draw a Plains and will discard the Sky Scanner. We'll untap. We'll draw. Boros draws a Boggart Brute. Selesnya draws a Titanic Growth. I believe we have the win in hand. So all we need to do is we need to attack the Rollicking Throngs. So we'll attack one with each of these. And we'll go ahead and put 2 cats into the fray, killing off both Rollicking Throngs, getting us 4 life, taking us up to 22. And then in the second main phase, we're going to cast the Hieromancer's Cage. When Hieromancer's Cage enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until Hieromancer's Cage leaves the battlefield. Xenagos has no allies, so Xenagos gets exiled. And because Xenagos has no allies, Xenagos dies. And so the M19 sealed decks win this time. We'll set up for game 2 and we'll be right back. Alright, game 2. We're going to be playing on difficult mode versus 4 Rollicking Throngs. We'll go ahead and draw back up to 8 and see how it goes. Boros draws a Meteor Golem, Mountain, Sky Scanner, Dragon Sword, Boggart Brute, Plains, and Plains. I think that's enough to get started. Selesnya draws the Sky Scanner, Forest, Gargoyle, Sentinel, Vine Mirror, Bristling Boar, Plains, Oresco, Swiftclaw, and Plains. I think this is also enough to get started. We'll go ahead and begin. For the very first turn, we'll go ahead and play a Plains and a Mountains over here, a Plains and a Forest over here, and we'll go ahead and play the Oresco Swiftclaw, and then we're going to pass the turn to Xenagos. Xenagos is going to play the topmost card, which is Xenagos' Strike. It deals 4 damage to each player. That's 8 damage this turn, and then he's also going to play Impulsive Charge. At the beginning of combat this turn, all rebels gain haste and attack if able. So, we're going to take 8 damage, and then there are 4 rebels coming in. So, we'll take 8 damage from the Strike, another 4 from the Rollicking Throngs, taking us down to 8 health this turn. Yikes. And then we're going to pass the turn. At the end of the turn, we're going to use a Harvester. Boros will draw a Viashino Pyromancer. Selesnya will draw a Pegasus Courser. We're going to discard the Sky Scanner. And we're going to discard the other Sky Scanner. And then we're going to untap. We're going to draw. Boros draws a Mountain. Selesnya draws a Forest. We'll play the Plains. And the Forest will play a Vine Mare, and on this side we'll play a Mountain and a Plains, and we'll play Boggart Brute. And then we're going to pass the turn to Xenagos. Xenagos is going to untap, pass the top 2 cards, the first one being an Ecstatic Piper, when it's going to send Xenagos attacking, and a Rip to Pieces. At the beginning of combat this turn, each reveler deals 1 damage to each player and each creature those players control. We're going to take 10 damage personally, in addition to taking 5 damage to each creature. So all the creatures die. We take 10 damage and we die before Xenagos even gets to attack. Although Xenagos would have attacked and finished us off regardless. And so that was perhaps the most epic fail that I have ever played against the Defeated God Challenge deck. But that's that. We lost against the difficult deck. Let me know what you thought about these games in the comments below. If you enjoyed watching me get humiliated like this, hit the like button, or if you enjoyed the video in general, hit the like button for me. Hit subscribe if you'd like to see more such videos. This was Refresh. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.